Unit 1 Glimpses of Green Adventures in a Banyan Tree. Written by Ruskin Bond. Major characters. Narrator. A boy who is a lover of nature. Banyan tree. A very old tree with spreading branches grown in the foot of the Himalayas. The wonderful tree provides the boy with endless pleasure. Grandfather. A 65-year-old man. He likes the mongoose as it keeps the snake away. He feeds it regularly with food scraps. Grandmother, a wise old lady. Mongoose, a clever fighter, grey in color. Cobra, a skilled fighter, very big in size. Minor characters. Grey squirrel, a friendly and lovable animal. Myna, a clever bird. Crow, a foolish bird. Events in the story. The story is about a young boy who enjoys nature closely while sitting in a banyan tree in his grandfather's house in Dehradun. The boy finds pleasure by befriending a young squirrel. He used to sit in a platform halfway up the banyan tree and enjoy reading books. One afternoon, he saw a fight between the cobra and a mongoose. For watching the fight between the cobra and the mongoose, a myna and a crow came and both sat on the cactus tree. Finally, the mongoose kills the cobra and drags it into the bush. The grandfather is quite happy to know that the mongoose is the winner. The grey squirrel and white rat became friends. They would off go together on little excursions among the branches. When the boy goes in search of the grandmother's knitting, he discovers 3 white baby squirrels. The grandfather tells the boy that the rat must be the father of the baby squirrels, as the rat and squirrel are related to each other. Striking event in the story: fight between a cobra and a mongoose. Chapter 2 Lines written in early spring, written by William Wordsworth. Wordsworth is a renowned nature poet. His poem Lines Written in Early Spring is a landscape poem that is largely concerned with nature. The poet sits underneath a tree in the wilderness and contemplates the changes that society has undergone in the background of French Revolution. While he musses on nature and its beauty, the poet's thought hopes to the misery of man and to the miseries that they brought on each other. The poem deals with nature, spiritually, and peace. Throughout the poem, the poet, who is the speaker, observes the natural world around him. The poet reclines in a grove surrounded by the blended notes of nature. He finds solace in the songs of birds and the music of the woods. Suddenly, the same scenes and sounds instill a melancholic mood, and he begins to have sad thoughts about the plight of mankind. Wordsworth believed that it was man's innate state to be close to nature. Nature connected itself to his soul, probing him to think of what man has made of man. The poet is once again carried away by the overwhelming beauty of nature. He admires the beautiful primrose and the blue periwinkle, and in the enchanted state he feels the flowers even enjoy the air they breathe. The presence of nature strikes again, and he draws attention to the hopping birds around him expressing their thrill of pleasure. He even notices the budding twigs which spread out their tender leaves to catch the breezy air. The poet observes more closely the enchanting sights and sounds of nature, and he experiences the utmost pleasure of the world of nature. The poet then has an ample reason to be desolate about what man has made of man. He feels that coexisting in perfect harmony is a divine plan which man has so conveniently forgotten. The poet emphasizes on the thought that humans villainize themselves by creating discord among themselves and also by disrupting the blessed harmony in nature. Throughout the poem, nature tries to heal the injured heart of the poet, but his soul continues on a somber note, bound by thoughts about the misdeeds of his fellow beings. He is left behind to experience the misery of mankind, while the world of nature remains untouched by the misery of mankind and follows its divine path.